Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to be doing a little review over some chemicals I use on how to make my car look nice and clean like it does. Give it a nice shine. You get things like this, real nice, clean, everything, hoses. Yeah, look at that shine, baby. Ooh, look at that shine. Ooh. All right, enough sounded weird. If you notice things in the background, little puff noises, I have Tourette syndrome. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. It's just part of the video. Deal with it. Next, things I will tell you that I like to do on cars. Painting your valve cover, painting your bolts. Who doesn't like to do that, right? I go a little further. I'll take a Sharpie, a little clear coat, and I'll tap this right up here where on raised surfaces with things and get it distinguished so it stands out when you look at this. When you look under the hood, there's all sorts of different little knickknacks. You got my ZZP sticker, my AMSOIL sticker. Ooh, cicada's getting fucked up out there. Take that, you little bastard. Sorry, I hate cicadas. They just fly into you and then scream like that and smack you in the face and then knock your shit over. I absolutely just hate them. But next, you can see, don't worry about, sorry, I should have been covering that. Don't worry about that. It's just my ZZP custom sticker. But it's got the R emblem, which, if anybody doesn't know, I used to have a Pontiac Solstice. That's all that's left of her now. I'm going to pause the video for the fire truck to go by. Okay, and that was that. So yeah, so I took my coil cover off. I just got some simple paint. Let's see, what did I use? Where did it go? Well, it's just simple enamel paint. It's spray paint, so I spray painted it, and then I covered it with this Rust-Oleum acrylic lacquer gloss clear. And it works really well. It gives it a nice protective, smooth coat that you can clean. How did I get my rubber hoses looking so nice? Meguiar's Ultimate Insane Shine Tire Coating. I used that, and I used a shit ton of Q-tips. But yes, if anybody didn't notice before, she has the R emblem because the Pontiac Solstice R-Spec that I had, I named it that. There's no R-Spec Solstice, but mine was pretty modded out, and I loved it, so I put an R badge on it from a Volkswagen. But I digress. If you want something really nice that gets the rubber looking good and holds a shine, this is the shit. This will do it. This will give your car a nice shine before the show, baby. What else? Oh yes. You want some total interior detailer that'll do glass a little nicely even? It's a good thing. It's a good product, I'll have to admit. I just cleaned my car with it and yep. Let me throw that off of there. You can hear there's a lot in there. I just bought this, so I'm just doing a test on this today. And I'll show you my door panel. You can see it's a nice clean shine. Oh, and I even cleaned down here with it. You can see it did a nice good job. Cleaned up my Saturn, my little panel there nicely. So let's start talking about the majority of the products here. I'll start off by my tools. This is a lot thicker when you buy it, but I get this from Walmart probably about once, twice a month for 30 bucks. It's just a roll of microfiber cloths that they work really well. They hold dirt, they hold chemicals, and you can see I just kind of, when I'm done with them, I throw them in a pile and I take them up to the local laundromat and make it their problem. So yeah, great product. Next, we're going to talk about this product. This is your Auto Spa products. They come in 4 different brushes. I have this one for your tires. The one I currently have for the carpet is being used. I call it the Auto Scratcher 5000. My dogs have oak mites right now, so they are getting scratched by it on the daily. This product works really, really well. I actually used it to clean my tires. If you look, there is nothing, baby. She's clean. She's mean. Then, for my interior, I'll use little things like this brush that has a nice little rubber hook on it. Getting in the interior, you got a brush. See, it's been used. It's a nice little, you can just hook it on your pocket here. Then I have these little hooks here for interior work or getting panels off and stuff when I'm cleaning, just shit like that. But I would say that probably the most useful tool I have is one of those Auto Spa seat scrubbers. Because if you look, it screws right into a drill bit. So you just pop your drill around there. I have a Ryobi drill and I just scrub the seats away. I don't do damage to them, nothing. Next, we're going to start talking about some of these products. This is the Black Magic No Scrub All Wheel Cleaner. I really, really, really like this product. It's what I use to clean my wheels. I just use that, and I did scrub. But if you scrub, you get much better results. Highly recommend the Black Magic product. Next, Meguiar's Hot Rims Black Wheel Cleaner. There's some in there. I mean, I've used it, but I found that the Black Magic it's superior to Meguiar's. This shit will do you a good job right here. This is the tits. Wheel cleaner wheel clean foam cleaner. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. No touch. Now, good luck getting a hold of any of this shit because this is from '94. So good luck. But it'll do a good job. I highly recommend it. Next, Black Magic Intense, you can hear it, all wheel cleaner. A lot in there. Haven't tried it that much. Like I said, I'm more of a fan of the no scrub. It does much better job, in my opinion. Meguiar's Ultimate Leather Detailer. This is a pretty good product. I use it on my leather seats. I have Recaro racing seats, and I like it a lot. Overall, I'd recommend it for sure. Next, we have the Invisible Glass Stripper. Ooh, baby. And this is a nice product. It will work well with your glass. So if you've got, messed up glass, this works. I just got it from a friend, so I have it. But I have used it before and on a Miata, and I really did appreciate the results from it. Next, we have this little chemical. Armor All Fresh Effects. Tranquil Skies. This works pretty well for a day or so. I'm giving it way too much credit. This works pretty well for a couple hours at best. I have seen results of up to 3 days with light use of the car. And, windows rolled up and a lot more than it says to spray in there. I had to give multiple applications to achieve the effects I wanted. Don't recommend this product at all. I use it when I just use it for my dad's car because he's old and he smells kind of, so I just use it for his car. Next, K&N Power Clean. We have air filter oil and the Power Clean air filter cleaner. Obviously, there's not a lot left in this. There is in this. You don't put oil in my filter. Well, you do, but you don't. I started doing it. This stuff helps really well. I found that it cleans my filter quite well. I had to keep buying new filters whenever they got dirty. Every so often, or you buy a car and you're like, oh, I gotta buy a new filter for it. That's $40. This kit alone isn't cheap, but it cleaned an air filter back to like 90%. So this shit works. I'll give it that. All right, you're at a car show. You got dirty on the way over. Lucas Slick Mist Fast and Easy Speed Wax. Not a lot in here. Good product. Highly recommend for pre-car show use. This is something I will show you that I use. Actually, let me grab the other chemical too. I apologize here. Where'd it go? Well, this is a product I use. Give me a second. I'm going to pause it because I need to show you another chemical as well. All right. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. I feel like an idiot. So these two chemicals. Alone, yeah, pretty good results. Alone, pretty decent results. Spray down 30 seconds to a minute. Chase it 30 seconds to a minute. Scrub it. Keep scrubbing. Air dry it. Good results. Took a lot of dirt out of my car. Highly recommend those two in use together. Now we go on to some negative here. Armor All Original Protectant Wipes. These suck. Like if you're like, oh shit, I forgot I got a date tonight, and you got to clean your car and you're in a rush, and you got to do it in a parking lot or some shit, maybe that'd be a pretty good option, I'm assuming, if you got nothing else. But I fucking hate these. Next, Never Dull Eagle One. This stuff is good. Like, it's really weird too. Most people don't know what it is, so I'm gonna try to pop the lid real quick. Let me pause the video. Okay, so it's just, if you can imagine, it's got a pretty decent smell to it, but it's just cloth with oil in it, and it's good for polishing up a lot of different stuff. So I would highly recommend everybody keep a can of that, especially you V8 guys with your chrome exhaust. This stuff, it's all right. I don't like it. I don't use it very often. It doles out too quick. This stuff is really good. I just wish it lasted a little longer, but it smells amazing. Chemical Guys Extreme Offensive Odor Eliminator Leather Scent. It's pretty good. As you can see, there's not much left in the bottle. I use it quite often. This stuff, Chemical Guys Inner Cleaner Interior Quick Detailer. You see there's a pretty decent amount in the bottle. I don't use this very often. It's not a good product. Doles out again too quickly. Gunk Engine Cleaner Foamy. Sorry, smoking my cigar right now. That's a damn good product. If you got dirt on your shit, that'll get rid of it. Did you see what I did there? I highly recommend that you let it sit for a lot longer than it says, and you put a whole lot more of it on there than it says to. Just be careful. This shit can mess up certain aspects. It can do damage to your motor. Not your motor, but like you don't just want to soak your electronics with this shit. Let me tell you that. You got to be careful when you're spraying it in your engine bay. I used it on certain parts of this engine, wrapped off sensitive parts while I was doing it. Next, we have this amazing product. Turtle Wax Stuck Stuff Adhesive Remover. Good product. If you've seen some of my older videos, I had a sticker here, and I used that and a plastic razor blade and scraped that shit off like butter. And it was old. It was an old sticker. It was a factory sticker. The face had just fallen off of it, and it was all worn away, and it looked like crap. So I wanted it off my car. Great product. 10 out of 10. Would buy again. I feel like such a douchebag saying that. Oh my god. Okay. Hybrid Solutions. Pure Shine Misting Detailer. I use this a lot. This is a good, long-lasting product. I love it. I buy probably a bottle a month and go through it. So I really like it. Great product, gives you a good shine, long-lasting, and it repels water like it says it does. Tire Kicker Tire Shine, extra shiny tire shine. As you can see, we used quite a bit of this. I highly recommend this product. It works well, and you do get a long shine. But it is pretty greasy, so you got to be careful what you're spraying, how much you spray, and all that shit. I recommend using something like this. I have an applicator I use for it, for my tire sidewalls. And then the last of the last. Diablo wheel cleaner for all wheel types. Junk. Absolute junk. Have this much. I have another bottle in there. My friend gives it to me because he doesn't want to use it. I throw it, but it'll break and go everywhere. So, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, so that's what I use to get my car looking the way it does. You can see I've got a nice clean engine bay. All the hoses are nice and shiny. All the plastic is good. I was able to clean up a whole bunch of my car and make it just look nice. Like, this is for sale nice, in my opinion. If I walked up and was expecting to see some of this, I don't know. I mean, if you said, hey, I've got a nice car for sale. You know, I've been taking care of it. I just cleaned it up and everything. Did a good job. This is the type of stuff I would expect if I showed up off Facebook Marketplace to buy it. I would do these things to it to make it look that nice. So that's how I do it, and that's what I use to do it. A large, expensive collection. So start slow, get what you need, work your way up to having everything. You don't have to have it all at once. And you don't have to have all of this to get my results. This is just what I use. So with that, I'm going to ask that you please support mental health awareness and Tourette syndrome awareness. And if you like my video, maybe like and subscribe because it helps my channel. And I'm going to be making more videos pretty soon here. My car is getting ready to get some Firestone tires, so we'll be making the videos all right. You can bet. All right, well, I'll catch you later, guys. Stay safe.